Hi, this is Dan for Tech Digest and Shiny Shiny. I'm coming to you today live from the bunker at Shiny Towers. I hope you appreciate the decor. What I've got today is the Nokia 8800 Carbon Art limited edition feature phone. Now this is a feature phone, as I say, it is not a smartphone. It's in fact about the same sort of size as most of Nokia's smaller phones like the 6300 and this version, the Music Express here as well. Although on the other hand, this phone here is 150 grams in weight. Now, to put that in perspective, the iPhone is around 130 grams, considerably bigger. The N95 is 120 grams. This one here, 150 grams. Now, that's because it's got a titanium chassis. It's a limited edition, it's carbon finish as well on the back here with the titanium too. Now, it's got the slider, which slides a slightly wrong direction, but that's okay. It's a limited edition phone, I'll give it that, and it's quite interesting. The keypad is not too bad, slightly annoying to begin with when you're trying to type in text. There is a tendency to press the wrong button by accident, but I got used to it pretty soon, so it's got little ridges on the bottom of the buttons. The screen up here, it is a semi-touch screen OLED. You can touch it twice to bring up the time. It's not wonderfully responsive, but I've had some success with it. I'll show you that in a second. Like I say, 2-inch QVGA screen. Not that incredible, not that different from this one, for example, except the difference is, as I say, OLED rather than LCD, and does have a touch capability. On the inside, operating system-wise, it's pretty normal stuff. I mean, it's just an S40, Symbian 40 platform instead of a sort of S60 that you might see on a smartphone. Does the pretty standard things as you would of any small Nokia phone. But what you do get, which is quite nice, is the very unassuming camera at the back. It's in fact a 3.2 megapixel camera, which is better than most of the standard 2 megapixels you get on a normal size Nokia like this. It's also got a CMOS sensor, which is the kind of high-powered sensor you get in a big proper camera. And you do get surprisingly good results with this too. You get an 8 times zoom out of it, and in general, imaging-wise, I was quite impressed with this. Also, it supports all kinds of codecs too, video codecs, music codecs as well, even AACs. Really the only thing it doesn't have is WMV and DivX as well. What's quite nice as well, which really did surprise me, is that, as advertised on the inside of this phone, it's got 4 gigabytes of internal storage. Now that's quite useful because it doesn't have any micro SD card slot. But 4 gigabytes is a hell of a lot, perhaps another reason why this thing is incredibly heavy. Now, all of that, what would you expect to pay for it? Go on, have a guess. Now, I'll bet that answer, whatever it was nothing like the £750 minimum that I've seen this thing for. Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? £750. The idea is that you're buying an incredibly limited edition piece of kit. The problem is that no one's going to recognise that. It just looks like a Nokia. It looks like a nice Nokia, but a Nokia. Now, if you were buying some Armani phone or an LG Prada or a Prada phone or something like that, then at least people would know that you've got something exclusive and that's what you spend your money on if you're into that kind of kit. But with this, people are just going to glance at it and go, it's just a Nokia. No one's going to be aware of what you spent on it. Now, for your £750, you do get the expensive metal this is made out of. You also get the decent camera. Plus I can show you a few things in the box as well. You know, you get a genuine leather holder. You get a Bluetooth earpiece that comes with it, which is quite good, and it's A2DP as well, so you're getting stereo Bluetooth from your phone. Bizarrely, it doesn't come with any headphones, so you can't actually listen to any music directly through your phones. And you can't use your normal headphones as well, because there's no 3.5 jack. Instead, you're looking at a micro USB. Bit annoying. Perhaps the only other things you get in here of any interest would be an incredibly heavy dock, which again works through micro USB, and a chamois leather to keep yourself clean. The question is, who is going to buy a phone like this? Most people who've got this kind of money will buy an expensive designer phone, or if they want something bigger, they'll buy a really good smartphone. The only thing I can think of are incredibly rich businessmen who don't want a smartphone, and who don't want the poncy name of a big designer brand. But even then, I'm not really sure that they would opt for something like this. Perhaps if you go around holding a really expensive pen with all sorts of signatures that's built as a one-off from someone, if you're that kind of guy, then maybe this is your phone. Otherwise, it is this amazingly overpriced handset.